but we're going to get started. So, for people who don't know me, my name is Misha. I'm a 200-hour certified yoga teacher. I teach Hatha and Vinyasa yoga, and today's practice is a chair practice for everyone. So, this sequence is something that I do with the seniors when I do chair yoga for seniors, and they really enjoy it. So, I thought I'd share it with you all. We're going to focus on our neck and shoulders today, and we're going to move very slowly, and we're going to take our time throughout our practice today. So, yeah. So, whenever you're ready, I invite you to find your comfortable seat. Sitting upright, feet flat on the ground, back upright, shoulders relaxed, slight raise in your chin. And I like to start my practices with the 4-part breath. So, what that looks like is we'll inhale for 4, hold for 4, and then release to the count of 4, okay? So, I'll go ahead and count that in, and we'll do that in through our nose and out through our mouth, okay? So when you're ready, we'll inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, and release 2, 3, 4. And we'll do that again. Inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, and release 2, 3, 4. And we'll do that one more time. We'll inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, and release 2, 3, 4. And when you're ready, I invite you to bring your breath back to your regular breathing cycle as you inhale through your nose and exhale out of your nose. And as you inhale and exhale, I just want to remind you that everything that I say today is a suggestion to listen to your body before you listen to me. So as you connect with your inhale and your exhale, if your eyes are open, I invite you to gently close your eyes or find a soft gaze out ahead of you, whatever feels good in your body. And before we invite movement into our practice, we want to connect with our body just to check in and see how we feel. So when you're ready, I invite you to take your awareness to your forehead, the space between your eyebrows. And if your eyes are still open and if it feels safe for you, maybe gently close your eyes, finding softness in your forehead with every inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, I invite you to drop your awareness down to your mouth, your teeth, your jaw. Noticing if you're clenching your jaw. Noticing if you're holding your teeth, clenching there. And on every exhale, I invite you to soften and release your jaw. Unclench your teeth, relax your tongue. Finding softness in your whole face with every inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, let's drop our awareness down to our shoulders. Noticing the space between our shoulders and our ears. Noticing any sensations that may be showing up for you in your shoulders. And with every exhale, I invite you to soften and release down in your shoulders a little more. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, we'll take our awareness from our shoulders, down our arm to our elbow, all the way down to our wrist, to our palms and our fingertips resting on our lap. And with every exhale, finding softness in our fingertips, softness in our hands as they rest gently on our lap. And as you continue to inhale and exhale, when you're ready, we'll take our awareness back up to our elbow, to our shoulders. And from our shoulder, we'll drop down to our heart, our chest. And while you're here, I invite you to notice as your chest expands on your inhale, and as your chest falls on your exhale. And I invite you to notice what sensations may be showing up for you there. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, we'll drop our awareness down to our belly. And noticing that same thing as your belly expands on your inhale, and your belly softens on your exhale. And while we're here, I invite you to take a deep inhale through your nose. Let your belly and chest expand fully. And on your exhale, letting it all out like you're trying to bring your belly button to touch your spine. So we're going to take some deep breaths here if that feels good for you. And those could be in through your nose, out through your nose, or in through your nose and out through your mouth while we're here. We'll take a deep inhale, let our belly expand fully. And then we'll exhale, let it all out. And go ahead and find those deep breaths according to your own breath cycle, as many as you need. And then when you're ready, we'll come back to our regular breathing cycle as we inhale through our nose and exhale out of your nose. And when you're ready, we'll take our exhale and our awareness down to our hips, down to our butt resting on the seat, to our thighs, to our knees, all the way down to our ankles, to the bottoms of our feet resting on the floor beneath us, to our toes. And I invite you to notice your whole body anchored in your seat, your feet anchored to the earth beneath you. And when you're ready, we're going to begin to invite some gentle movement into our bodies with our awareness down at our feet. On your next inhale, we'll inhale, lift our toes up off the ground, keeping our heels on the ground. And on our exhale, we'll exhale, drop our toes back down to the ground. On your inhale, you'll inhale, gently lift your toes up off the ground. And exhale, drop your toes back onto the ground. And I invite you to find that according to your own breath as you inhale, lift your toes, and exhale, let your toes come back down to the ground. Remembering that softness in your face and your fingers. And when you're ready, we'll find stillness with our toes on the ground. And on your next inhale, we'll inhale, lift our heels up, keeping our toes on the ground. And exhale, drop your toes back down to the ground. Inhale, lifting your heel. And exhale, let your heel drop back down. And go ahead and find that according to your own breath. remembering that softness in your face and your hands. And when you're ready, we'll find stillness with our heel back on the ground. And from here, we'll check in with our whole body, see if we're still in alignment, making sure our back is upright, shoulders relaxed, slight raise in our chin. And we're going to bring our awareness back up to our neck. And when you're ready, on your next exhale, we're going to gently exhale, let your right ear drop down towards your right shoulder. Just gently letting your right ear fall towards your shoulder, not pushing. And on your inhale, you'll inhale, gently bring your head back to front and center. And exhale, gently let your left ear fall towards your left shoulder. And I invite you to find that sequence according to your own breath as you inhale your head to center. Exhale, let your right ear drop to your right shoulder. Inhale your head back to center. And exhale, let your left ear drop towards your left shoulder. So remembering that softness in your face, fingers, and toes as you find this gentle movement. And when you're ready, we'll find stillness with our head back in the center. And on your next exhale, we'll exhale, drop your chin down to your chest. Finding your breath here. And remembering to check in with your body, making sure we didn't curl our back in, but we're still sitting upright, relaxed shoulders as our chin is dropped down to our chest. And on your next inhale, you're going to inhale and glide your chin across your chest towards your right shoulder. Exhale, glide your chin back to center. And inhale, glide your chin towards your opposite shoulder. Remembering that softness in your face, fingers, and toes as you find this movement according to your own breath. Inhale to one side, exhale to center, and then inhale to the opposite. And when you're ready, we'll meet with our chin back in the center. And on your next inhale, we'll inhale our head back up. Checking in with our breath, finding our inhale and our exhale. And when you're ready, we'll take our awareness to our shoulders And on your next inhale, we'll gently lift our right shoulder to our ear. And exhale, gently let our right shoulder drop back down. Inhale, gently lift your right shoulder. And exhale, gently let it fall back down. So remembering that softness in your face, fingers, and toes. And we're not pulling, we're not straining, but we're just gently lifting our shoulder up on our inhale and gently letting it fall back down on our exhale. And maybe we slow down our movements a little bit. And when you're ready, we're going to begin to invite some shoulder rolls into that shoulder. So we'll gently inhale our right shoulder up, and then the exhale, we'll roll it down around our back, just our right shoulder. Gently inhale your right shoulder up, and exhale, roll it down around your back. Remembering that softness in your face, fingers, and toes. And when you're ready, we'll find that in the opposite direction as we gently inhale that right shoulder up and exhale, gently roll it down around the front of our body. Inhale that right shoulder up and exhale, roll it down around the front. So go ahead and find that according to your own breath. My bad, y'all, I dropped my phone. Remembering that softness in your face, fingers, and toes. And when you're ready, we'll find stillness in that right shoulder. And we'll just notice, sit with our bodies to notice if you feel any difference between the right side of your body, the left side of your body. Checking in with your breath, your inhale and your exhale. And when you're ready, we'll find that same thing on the opposite shoulder as we gently inhale, lift that left shoulder up. And exhale, gently let our left shoulder drop back down. Gently inhale that shoulder up. And exhale, let it drop back down. So finding that movement according to your own breath. And remembering that softness in your face, fingers, and toes. And when you're ready, we'll invite those shoulder rolls in as we inhale that shoulder up and exhale, roll it down around your back. Inhale up and exhale, roll it down around your back, finding that movement according to your own breath. And when you're ready, we'll find that in the opposite direction as we gently inhale that shoulder up and exhale, roll it down the front of our body. Inhale up and exhale, roll it down the front. So finding that movement according to your own breath. And when you're ready, we'll find stillness in that shoulder. And we'll invite both shoulders into our practice as we gently inhale both shoulders up and exhale, gently drop both shoulders down. Gently inhale both shoulders up towards your ears and exhale, gently drop them back down. Remembering that softness in your face, fingers, and toes. And when you're ready, we'll invite our shoulder rolls into this movement. So we'll gently inhale both shoulders up and exhale, gently roll them both down around your back. Gently inhale both shoulders up and exhale, gently roll both shoulders down around your back. Nice, remembering that softness in your face, fingers, and toes. Remember, you can slow it down a little bit. And when you're ready, we'll do that same thing in the opposite direction. Gently inhale your shoulders up to your ears and exhale, rolling down the front of your body. Relaxing your face, relaxing your jaw. Letting your feet rest gently on the floor. And when you're ready, we'll find stillness in our shoulders. But no rush. If you want to keep doing that, you can. But when you're ready, we'll find stillness with our shoulders in a relaxed position, checking back in with our body. Feet flat on the mat, hands resting gently on our laps. Sitting upright in our seat, relaxed shoulders, slight raise in our chin. And we'll find some seated cat-cows in our practice. So you may need to move a little bit to the edge of your seat. And when you're ready, on your inhale, we're going to inhale, poke our tail out, our chest and our head come forward. Inhale. And on our exhale, we're going to curl our pelvis in, curling our back, letting our head hang heavy. Inhale, poking our tail out, letting our chest and head come forward. And exhale, curling your tail in, letting your head hang heavy. So go ahead and find that according to your own breath. Remembering that softness in your face. And if your body is asking you for any other subtle movements, go ahead and give that to yourself. And when you're ready, we'll find stillness in our seat, checking back in with our body. Feet flat on the ground beneath us, hands relaxed on our lap, relaxed shoulders, back is upright, slight raise in our chin. And on our next inhale, palms facing up, we'll inhale our arms up any amount. And exhale, palms facing down, back at our side. Palms up, inhale, any amount, arms up. Palms facing down, exhale. So go ahead and find that according to your own breath. Letting your arms come up any amount. We're not straining or forcing, but just finding a gentle lift in our arms. And on your next exhale, we'll exhale, bring our palms to rest on our lap. And we got about a minute left. That time went fast. So while we sit here, I invite you to sit in a silent meditation for 1 minute, and then I'll introduce my voice back into the space when it's time for us to close out our practice today. Slowly wiggling your fingers and toes, gently bringing movement back into your body. On your next inhale, we'll inhale our arms open wide. And on our exhale, we'll exhale, bring our palms to touch in front of us, letting our thumbs come to rest against our heart center. We'll take an inhale together. And we'll exhale, forward fold any amount. Inhale back up. And we'll exhale, release our hands back down to our lap. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. That was our 30-minute chair yoga for everyone. So I hope you all found this practice useful. If you did, make sure you like the video. All right. And thank you all so much for showing up today. I appreciate it. And I enjoy practicing with y'all all the time. So yeah, that was nice. I feel good. I hope y'all feel good too. Namaste, Miss Nancy. You're welcome, y'all. All right, it's time for my Sunday soak. I'm so hungry. Thank you, Sean. I'm glad you loved it. Um, so all right, love y'all. Yeah, Jay, I had to move through some parts because I was starting to feel it too. I said I can't be on here crying, so I gotta relax. So yeah, but that was really nice, y'all. And if you did feel anything open up for you, you know, we're a lot of writers are in here, so I would suggest you journal about it. Um, you know, write about it and get those feelings onto the paper so that you can continue to work them out of your body. And we didn't get any lower body today, so if you need that extra work, well, I'm gonna cry now. So if you need any extra in your lower body, I have some videos on my Pieces of Niche page that you could check out. So thank you all. Have a good day. Love y'all so much. Thank you for practicing with me. Oh, I'm on YouTube too, but ain't nobody in there. YouTube be playing in my face anyways, but I really like y'all over here on Substack. All right. Bye, y'all.